Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm certainly doing really well because Ducati has just handed me over the keys to a beautiful Ducati Diavel 1260S. Originally I had planned to go on a ride with the Panigale V4, but this bike had a flat tire, so they couldn't give me the keys. So they said, well, Raphael, how would you like to go for a ride on the Diavel? And I was totally up for it, because I have never ridden a bike like this. It's pretty weird compared to the usual sport bikes I'm riding, but so far it's really comfortable. Let's talk a little bit about the specs. It has around 160 HP, 130 Newton meters of torque, and yeah, it's super comfy. It looks like a chopper, but it's not really. It's not really a chopper. It's like a super comfortable naked bike with some pretty cool looks. Honestly, I think this is the only Ducati I would prefer in a non-red color, but who am I to be picky? It's still super beautiful. The engine revs up all the way to 9,500 Newton meters, and it comes standard with the Ducati quick shifter for up and down shifts, and the quick shifter works really well. You can definitely tell that this bike is a few years younger than my Ducati 959 Panigale, which only has a quick shifter for going up, but the upshifts are super smooth on this bike. I really like that. But as all Ducatis do, this bike also struggles with riding in the low RPMs. It gets really choppy down there. It's not as smooth as the four-cylinder bikes like from BMW or Honda. And one thing that already kind of disturbs me is the exhaust. I mean, now we are at 3,500 RPMs and it's totally toned down, but let's say we are going over 4,000, it sounds like there's a valve that's opening up. So let me show you. So this is 3,500, and now let's go a little bit faster. Did you hear that? Now it's open. It's so weird. Wow, cornering isn't too bad on that thing. So now it's toned down again. I don't like that. Why isn't it always open? It sounds so much better. And I'm sorry for the wind, guys. Today it's super windy, but the exhaust sounds so much better when it's open up. One thing that is also really nice on this bike are the mirrors. You can easily see behind yourself without making strange movements. On my Panigale, you literally can't see anything unless you're putting your body in a weird position. You're just not able to see anything. But on this bike, it's really good. But like I said before, you definitely want this bike to be over 4,000 RPMs, because otherwise it's like a completely different bike. And it's so true, sound makes all the difference. If your bike sounds amazing, the bike instantly gets like 2 levels better. But if it's sounding like shit, you're not going to enjoy the ride. It's so important. Woo! So let's see what this bike is capable of. That's not too bad. Oh, it corners all right. It's really not that bad. One thing I have to admit is this big back tire gives you a lot of confidence in the bike. It's so stable in the corners. You immediately are throwing it way deeper into the corner than you would on a sports bike if you have never ridden this kind of bike before. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. Well guys, I have now been riding on the Ducati Diavel 1260S for around an hour. So let's give you a little summary. What do I think of this bike? First of all, let's talk about the looks. I think it looks really good. It looks like a piece of art. I can easily see it as a part of my furniture inside my living room, but therefore it's way too expensive. But if I would be a millionaire, I think I would put it inside my living room. But that is not what bikes are made for. So let's talk about the riding capabilities of this bike. What do I think of it? Well, let's start with the seat. In the beginning of the video, I probably said that the seat was comfortable. I think I have to turn down on that a little bit. Now that I have been riding on it for about an hour, I can definitely start feeling my butt. And I would even say that my Panigale is at least as comfortable as this bike, or as uncomfortable as this bike. I didn't expect that, but other comfort features on this bike are actually amazing. The mirrors are fantastic, it has cruise control, the upright seating position makes riding so relaxed. But you're also getting a little bit of wind, but it's not as bad as I had expected it to be. The engine itself is really good. It has lots of power. I think it has enough power for your day-to-day riding. But as all Ducati V2s, it's really choppy. On the other hand, the gearbox, especially with this quick shifter for up and down, is amazing. It's buttery smooth. The only time I don't like it is when you're in first gear and you're pretty high in your RPMs and then you're shifting up like this, then it's really snappy. But going up from second to third or to fourth, it's buttery smooth and so relaxed. And like I said, the engine is really powerful. You have enough power to overtake whatever comes your way, but it's a little bit choppy. But it's a Ducati, so you're pretty much expecting it to be choppy. But let's talk about the exhaust. It's the big thing on this bike, in my opinion. I can't love it. Now, being over 4000 RPM, I think it sounds pretty good for a stock exhaust. But let's shift down a little bit. So, really good. But if you're below 4000, all of a sudden it becomes toned down, and you can tell it so much, it's super annoying. And it's like It's not like the valves are openly smoothly, they are just closed open. And it's like on the snap of a finger. It comes sometimes really unexpected, and it's just irritating. I really don't like that. But this is a thing you can easily change with an aftermarket exhaust. So what do I think about this bike? Would I get one? I mean, it's over 20,000 euros. I think it's like 21,000 euros, which is a lot of money. And in my opinion, it's not worth it. I can't tell why this should be 21,000. In my opinion, it's more like a bike I would expect to cost like 15,000. Sure, it got all the nice stuff like the Brembo brakes, the all-in suspension, the cruise control, the keyless go, and it looks good. But it's more expensive than a Panigale 959, for example, and I enjoy the Panigale so much more riding. So I guess this bike is not for me. But on the other hand, it can be a really cool Sunday cruiser. You just want to go out, have some fun, not worry about anything in the world, and maybe just grab an ice cream. Then this bike is a great thing. And maybe you say, well, I'm not into sports bikes, I'm more into relaxed bikes. Then you definitely should check out this bike. So if you did like today's video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.